Hey yo, Visioneers, it's Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Park Spotlight, Park Beyond Edition. And yes, this one that I have for you today is actually epic. We have an end-to-end mega park in Park Beyond. We're going to be looking at Duel at the Beaches, created by BaCardeus. And, well, so this obviously seems like they played the Duel at the Beaches scenario, played it during the campaign, went crazy with the theming, went crazy with the coasters, filled up every single island, fulfilled the scenario to its fullest. Once they were completed, they decided to hit that upload button and share it with the community on the mod.io platform built within Park Beyond. And as a result, I was able to download it and share it with you guys here today. So far, the bar has been really low for the Park Beyond park spotlights. I've showcased 2 already, and this one is definitely setting the bar. This is the one to beat, and we're going to continue to look to see if we can find ones that even up this to the next level. But this one looks very, very promising, and now we get to actually explore a full end-to-end theme park full of theming, and we can do a direct comparison to see how this experience compares to that of Planet Coaster, as I would say the amount of effort gone into this here park is as good, if not better, than some of the parks that we've seen from Park Spotlight on this channel for Planet Coaster over the years. So without further delay, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into this park tour and see what it has to offer. Let's go. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Park Beyond park tour. The confetti blasting over us. This is great already. What a cool park entrance. Love to see it. We got all these crazy shops and facilities. This is our main plaza. I mean, Park Beyond is definitely something different in terms of aesthetics, visuals. Never have we ever seen this much life and motion and activity in a theme park in terms of a direct comparison to Planet Coaster. And I love to see that. It has a different vibe about it. Everything is very static in Planet Coaster. And then when you come over to here and you see all this motion and stuff, it definitely has like a fun vibe going to it. Very, very fun. All right, well, we have like, what, 7 different islands in the sky here to go explore different rides and attractions. It looks to me like, I just want to appreciate this for a second here. Even the queue to what appears to be just a chair swing ride, the creator has put all these fountains and animatronics and trees. This is what I was looking for. This is what I was hoping for. And while I did see this one, it caught my interest. I wanted to do some other low-end ones. Like I said in the last episode, you can't appreciate the highs unless you experience the lows. So this one to me seems like probably one of the better ones that I could find on the workshop page. Now I'm hoping it's not the best, and I can hopefully find some better ones over time, but it looks pretty exciting overall. Now, what do we got going on here? Everyone's getting in queue for something. I see all these coaster tracks above us. So what I'm hoping for is, it is a flat ride, but we can jump queue over to this one over here. One of these is going to be a roller coaster. Again, if you've missed out on the previous episodes, I am using an Xbox controller to navigate. It's the only really way I can do this smoothly, but hopefully it all works out. So here we are at a winged launch coaster, which in this game, they're called wide coasters. So why don't we go give the wide coaster a ride? It is currently has no guests, so we're going to just throw it into test mode. And there's no stats to look at or anything. A little bit unfortunate. But this already looks kind of promising. Look at all the visuals in the background here. I love this scenario with all the rocks and cliffs and... Oh, this is going to be weird, launching a wide coaster through a cannon. Very interesting there. Yeah, this is a very fun scenario. I remember back when I played this on release, this scenario, it was buggy and broken. It's since been fixed. it was literally unplayable. All your stuff would just float and break, and it was a horrible experience. But now that it's all been patched out and fixed, the potential of this map is really, really cool. I love the look and aesthetic of it all. The fact that we're up so high, you can really get these coasters to drop down. It's cool. Look at the lift on that. So it's like a Giga Coaster, but at ground level, it's like a normal coaster, but the lift is coming from the bottom of the canyon. My goodness. It's kind of cool. I think you could speed up the lifts. That would have been great. Look at that. We got that ride up in the sky over there. The space ride. People are up in orbit as we speak. Look at the view from here, though. That is, I gotta give it to the Unreal Engine 4 doing its job. Unreal is always so good at making, rendering out some incredible real-time lighting. Like, the lighting in the Unreal Engine is just phenomenal. Really, really cool. All right, well, that wasn't too bad of an experience. Okay, new park levels, we don't care. Back into scenic mode. Is this the exit? Let's go check out some more stuff. We got all these crazy Impossified shops and kebabs and all sorts of crazy stuff going on here. Let's take a look at some of these little details. That's really quite nice. She's you doing okay there? You putting on a smile for the guests? All right. Still some random bugs in this game, but hey, at least they've made some strides since the release of this game. Pretty crazy. Yeah, this feels a lot better to me in terms of a bustling theme park. There's a lot going on here. Some raccoons on a balloon ride. Am I really, I guess I'm gonna just move on to the next island. I don't know if we fully explored that island, but we can always go from a bird's eye view. The one positive with me playing with an Xbox controller, I won't be popping up into the sky at all, really, until the very, very end. I am locked on foot level here for the whole experience, pretty much. I really like these candy assets in this game. They look amazing. The textures and the materials, that is another thing that Unreal does so well, is materials. A lot of that stuff looks like chocolate. It looks as it should. It's amazing. It's really, really cool. Now, where's this thing going to? There's a lot of, like, flat rides and stuff that I don't really care to ride because I've been on them all in previous videos. Oh, yeah, this one, I showed this off earlier, but look how good the chocolate looks. That literally looks like real chocolate. I cannot believe that. That is so cool. It looks delicious. Yeah, look at this. I love how everything's like got a little bit of an animation to it. It really brings things to life. It's amazing. Like, I could see whole candy villages done with this stuff and it would just look remarkable. So far, even this park here, I believe a lot of this stuff is pre-made assets. It's good that the developers provide you with these, like, these shops that you could just plop down. But with some fine-tuning and making your own and custom building all of these, imagine the crazy Candylands you can make. I want to make Candyland a board game. You could definitely pull it off with the assets in this game. So that would be the entrance to what? What do we got going on over here? Yeah, these queues are very decorative. We got unicorns and stuff. A little cupcake house. Some of these might actually be custom. Oh, that's for the love ride. I like this one because as you come down and you're in the bucket, it splits you apart. See that? And then as you're like over here, you're looking at your date on the other side. And then eventually it brings you back together at the top. Look at that. Boom. It's so cool. The flat rides are just unbeatable in my opinion. They got that part right. But it's not a theme park unless your coasters are good. But I do know it's possible to make pretty good coasters in this game. It just takes the right creator. A lot of people playing this game are literally just messing around. We got a wild mouse here, okay? And it's kind of just stuck there, so we're gonna put it into test mode and see what happens here. So I think that's a splitter, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, see, it's splitting it into multiple cars, so now it's more like a wild mouse. And then I guess we're gonna re-merge at some point here. Yeah, the background of this all looks so good. Look at all that. There's so much visuals on screen. Oh, wow. Right through a tree. It's funny because we always complain about people who do this in Planet Coaster. Don't ride the rides. Nothing's changed over here, guys. Yeah, nothing's changed here. Look at those guys still up in orbit. That is the slowest ride. I love it, though. We'll have to give that one a go near the end of the video. Yeah, this is great. Very, vibrant. And I know that is somebody's, some people's, critiques about this game. Regardless of, them fixing the game or not, getting it to work, getting it to function, getting it to feel playable and good. Some people just don't like the art style. But in my opinion, it's very, very similar to that of Planet Coaster, especially these kind of sims. Planet Coaster has a bit of a cartoonish, stylized take to it. However, this might, with the Unreal Engine lighting and then the Fortnite graphics, like the Fortnite color palette, it does come off a little bit more cartoony, for sure, than Planet Coaster. We've definitely seen some... Yeah, like, I don't even know how you would make a dark ride in this game or make something gritty and realistic like we've seen from realism parks in the past. I didn't even think that's possible here. At least with Planet Coaster, you have the option to go like a little bit zany and colorful and playful, but also realistic if you so choose. It kind of caters to both audiences, where this is definitely in its own lane of just pure zaniness. But oftentimes, the most popular park and coaster spotlights on the channel's history have not been the realism parks. It's always like the Impossified parks. The stuff that you would see in a Park Beyond game are the most popular Planet Coaster creations. So I do think that, like, based off the statistics of what are my most viewed videos and what people enjoy the most, are things that you don't normally see in real life, things that aren't realistic, things that take you out of the bounds of what is possible. And therefore, it kind of means that there's a audience for Park Beyond here. We just need the right creations to come along, right? So we'll see. We'll see how we feel about this park by the end of it, as well as what else I can dig up in the future. So far, I've been liking this experience, but I haven't been blown away. Like, I definitely feel like we're going through an area that is just full of pre-placed assets plopped down, and then we get a coaster. It doesn't have that same intricate feel that Planet Coaster has. That custom adventure. There's something just a little bit, like, artificial to it all. So, yeah, I guess what I'm saying is I'm not quite immersed in the experience. Whoa! High five! Literally touched the tips together. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. That is wacky and crazy. Look at that. Oh, wow. And now we're completely rearranged here. That was kind of a cool coaster design. See, with all the modules and things, I just don't understand why you didn't ride the coaster and, like, you just slam us through trees and stuff. What the game lets you do with all these modules and stuff, I was waiting to see some innovative coaster designs. That's the first good coaster, I would say good, but, like, it's a mixture between a realistic coaster, but using the Impossification modules in a way that doesn't make it super silly. It's like, how can we kind of, like, take it a little bit serious, but, like, use the mechanisms in a way that makes this interesting without like shooting you out of a cannon, 250 miles across the island and into a heartline roll. You know what I mean? Just like something subtle like that. Tip, little high five there. It's a cool little design. It's not over the top. It's quite cool. I like that. Definitely. It's just subtle. It's got that boomerang finish. That is an interesting way to make a boomerang. And I think that's like, I want to see more of that. I can't, like, I'm actually like really excited about this series. But my biggest fear is this might be it, right? Like, this might be the best that there is out there. The game now is capable of doing some really amazing stuff if you're willing to put up with some of the clunkiness in the control schemes, some of the bugginess in the UI features. The game has its potential for amazing theme parks. I just don't think it has the player base to produce them. The reason we've seen so many good Planet Coaster theme parks over the years is because there was tens of thousands of people playing it and hundreds, if not thousands, of people sending them in to me. So you're bound to find a gem or two. But from what I've seen in this game's, workshop, there's not much up there. If I were to go to the Steam DB on this, the Steam charts, I don't think there's very many active users. Like we're talking hundreds? Yeah. In fact, I'm curious. I'm gonna go look right now and report to you guys live. Oh, wow. Oh wow. Guys, I overestimated how many people are playing this game. There are 21 people playing this game right now. 24-hour peak is 43 players, and the all-time peak is 1,400. All-time peak. But that doesn't include PlayStation, Xbox, right? It doesn't include consoles. And I think this game would probably be more popular on console than it is on Steam, if I were to make a guess. There's more console players. There's like 80, there's like 4 times as many console players as PC players. So, yeah, I don't know if that's like a good indicator. How do I swap seat with the Xbox controller? Swap seat left stick. Oh my god. How do we get to the front? Oh, here we go. That'll do. Yeah, so not very popular on Steam. How are we gonna get amazing parks to showcase to you guys if only 21 people are playing this game right now? Oh my god, this is so weird. It's a cool design, though. Very creative. It's just, functionally janky. At best. But the way it's, displayed, pretty cool. Wait, we go back up the lift. Oh, look at those guys are dropping down from the sky there. Oh, this is kind of nice timing. We get to watch them drop by into the rocket. Watch this. Look at them go. It's gonna catch them. I love that stuff about this game, though. I think that stuff's so creative. And to do it again is quite dreadful, to be honest. Oh my god. Your neck is gonna hurt after a ride like this. It's actually, based off the last coaster we rode and now this one. It's really cool to see the creator of this park do something innovative, right? I like this kind of like they did it all around this big kind of centerpiece. Came up with an interesting boomerang style. I mean, it's definitely not a traditional boomerang. And utilizing those pieces in Park Beyond. That's what's important. You know, the stuff we've seen from the previous regretfully bad park spotlights for this game, people just made lifts and tracks, like just standard corkscrew coasters without really any of the corkscrew elements. Like, we're just talking just standard coasters with not much going on. And look at each one of these coasters kind of, this was like, okay, what can I do with the spring mechanism and how can I take that to like the next level? And the other one was more about the disconnecting of the tracks and stuff like that. And look what we have over there. These like air tubes. So that looks like the air tube coaster. Everything has like a different kind of like mechanism that the coaster's themed around. Oh my god, look at the people flying through the air. Okay, this is cool. I can appreciate this. So the creator has used the terrain tools to recolor and retheme the biome of this island over here. So what you end up having is I guess, an archipelago western chunk, right? And that's really cool. Where are these people getting launched into? Watch this. This is awesome. Load them up. You should probably ride this, actually. I'll give it a ride. Yeah, let's give this thing a ride. How do we get on this thing? What's the seat that oh, is this it? Oh god. Uh-oh. That is amazing! Oh, right through the tube and everything. Oh man, that is brilliant. Kind of insane. It's like we're... Whoa. I think it spits us out again. That is freaking incredible. I love it. Absolutely love it. Let's take a look at what they've done with all these Western doodads. Cool and fresh. Look at all these contraptions, crazy Western builds. This all looks remarkably well done. Yeah. Wow. So much going on. And these guys with their robot smiles. Motionless. Ready to serve. Cooking up some burgers. Hot dogs. Look at the hot dogs. This is kind of amazing. This is a genie ride, right? But it's cowboy. Planet Coaster, it's a genie. What are they making over here? Look at these animatronics. These actually look like the TMTK animatronics that people make for Planet Coaster. They got like this little bit of like yeah, I don't know. It reminds me exactly like the custom, the ones that people make for Planet Coaster. It's funny. It's like the second-hand Planet Coaster stuff looks like the first-hand Park Beyond stuff. Wow. What is happening with that coaster? I'm getting a little bit of lag over here. Something weird's going on. I really like the color vibes over here. Yeah, this is cool. Very, very nice. Okay, what is this monstrosity? What is happening to that coaster? Oh my god. Alright, that is, Alright, here it is. Wait, what? It's a double pass-through? Who wants to ride that twice? What is even happening here? What is this? I wanna... Do they disconnect? That is wild. Oh, here it disconnects. Oh my god. Okay, can we go on it now? Oh, it came back this way. Wait, what? It turned around. Oh, that's interesting. The coaster can actually turn around. So it came down forward this way, and then it came back forward this way. Let's see how this works. This is really curious. What an interesting module for a coaster. That's what I was saying that I liked about this creator's park here. they took a module, they took a piece of the coaster designer, and they leaned into it and just went extreme. So this is like the air tunnel. Yeah, see, we're going forward. We went up the other way. At what point does it flip the coaster around on the track like that? It's interesting. Yeah, the only unfortunate thing about these designs is they're kind of like up in the sky, right? Like all on their own. I'd love to see something like this integrated into the terrain, into the theme park, with all the theming and stuff around us. It's not really a themed coaster, but that's all right. I really like the innovation on it, so. No, I quite like this. And the view of the park there. Beautiful. And there's a lot in this park right now. I mean, it's crazy how much there's in this park. And I'm getting 100 FPS, guys. Sometimes it, like, jitters or, like, kind of, like, yeah, stutters. But other than that, it's like it's a constant. Okay, it's like 50. It's a little bit less, but pretty good. Pretty optimized, I'd say. Yeah, it's pretty. What the hell? Is that how you're wearing your cowboy hat around your neck? Oh my god. Still a buggy game though, as you can see. All right, where are we going to now? This is just quite a wild adventure, but honestly, it's fun. It's a different change in pace to what we're used to. I really wish this creator decided to put rails on their paths. There's just something about this feels unfinished to me. Yeah, rails on pathing is a good option to check when you're making your paths. Especially if they're going to be bridges. What's this? A classic. Oh, it's not. Nothing's traditional in this game. Look at this boomerang. It's kind of cool, though. It cycles through so that it can come back. And then it does it again. I don't think we need to ride this. I think this is a pre-placed blueprint from the developers. One thing I have yet to see is somebody decorate their boarding station. From the 3 spotlights we've done so far, nobody's even attempted. And a lot of the stuff, while it is pre-made blueprints, they look good. And I'm surprised the developers haven't decided to provide pre-made coaster stations for people. Now, maybe that's something the community can do, all 21 people playing this game. Is make some boarding stations and upload them to the workshop. Because, yeah, these coasters need some love on their stations, 100%. What is going on up here? This is crazy. Yeah, let's go on in here. Watch out for the flamethrower. Oh my god. Yeah, this is another coaster that's kind of like off to the side and in the sky. Doesn't really interact with the park, but looks like the theme of choice for this one is cannons. Oh, it's taken off. Let's get on this. There we go. Yeah, it's the cannon coaster. Something weird's happening here, though, with the POV. Oh, it's somebody's hat. Let me see if I can change the view. There we go. That's not too bad. Wow. Aspects of the coaster are actually really smooth. This isn't too bad at all. I'd be curious to see if somebody tries to do a realism park in this game and see what it turns out like. Just have to go easy on the shops. Make your own. Don't impossify them so they animate, right? Well, that's kind of fun. Boom. What? All right, new park level. I did it. I'm so good at this game. Let's keep on keeping on. So much to explore. I don't even... Is that a giant scaled up tree? I know in this engine you could just scale things up like way beyond normal scales, because you can see how small the texture is. You could tell that this thing has been scaled right up. But that is cool, because we've seen people try to make trees like this in Planet Coaster. They either have to use terrain or like a dozen logs, and they always turn out like a little bit on the funky looking side. These are actually just legit giant trees. And you could make like a giant Ewok forest if you wanted to from Star Wars. What is that planet called? Endor? Something like that? Sorry if I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, but... Oh, is this the park entrance? Are we back around? I'm sure I must have missed an island or something. Yeah, this is the Wildmost coaster, right? Another thing we've been lacking is the naming. I'm pretty sure you can like take a font in this game and just type something in there. So custom signs for coasters, not quite developed. Boarding stations, not developed. There's a lot of developments, things that we're missing from the theme park that give it that custom flair. Let's take a poke around here. We didn't go on that. Yeah, I missed that. I'll do my bird's eye view. I don't know if the game has a the ride list in this game, because normally what I do in Planko is I'll go to the ride list and then I'll go, oh, did I miss any rides? But look at this. This is how it's laid out for us. Can I sort by coaster? Yeah, look at these. How am I supposed to tell these apart? Standard coaster 3, wide coaster. Like, this is not helpful. Unless they named all their coasters, but even still, the thumbnail, the image is just this plain station, so you can't tell them apart. Whereas, like, I guess I could click it and it goes to it, but then I gotta go back into that menu. Let's see. Back into that menu, back to rides, then click it. I mean, I guess it's doable. Yeah, it's not too bad. Just takes a few extra menus and clicks than I'm used to. So where was I? Where in the world was I? I was over here. Yeah, so we got this little coaster here, which I guarantee it's it's a Wildmost. They're all just Wildmost. This is, the theme on this guy's coaster is all about the jumps. I do love the fact that each coaster plays with each of the modules differently, and they just lean into that. That is kind of the theme of this park, though, and I like that. It's like, I did one of every coaster and just really lean into the modules. And I think this is a good kind of like showcase of what you can do with the coasters and stuff in this. Although that looks like it's going slow motion, doesn't it? A little bit weird. Physics aren't quite right on this. Keep trying to speed up the game with the Planet Coaster hotkeys. Wah, wah, wah. All right, let's give this one a go. Yes, indeedly do. We got some dinosaurs and stuff. Let's swap seat. Guy's head's in our face. Let's check it out. Oh god. This might be worse than the flailing arms in Planko. We just get like the glitchy face artifacts. I should maybe going forward kick the guests out. So I like, because I can't really change. It's either this view, which isn't the greatest, or this view. Yeah, if the face wasn't clipping through the camera, this is actually a pretty decent POV. Not mad at it. Again with the clipping trees. Not much you can do about that. and there it is. More clipping trees, clipping rock. Do people ride their coasters in any of these freaking theme park games? I swear to God. Oh my God. Wow, I had a thought and it's gone now. No. Yeah, there's a lack of polish. That's what I was gonna say, like a finesse. So, like, not naming your rides, not putting signs out front, not theming your stations. You know, there's this, those little extra steps are kind of challenging in this game. They're like, it's like annoying or hard to do, and most people just want to get their stuff done and be like, this area is complete, let's move on to the next thing, right? And unfortunately, those little details are really what makes you like a little bit more immersed, where you get that, you really feel like you're there in Planet Coaster, where I'm not really getting that feel as much over here. Oh, is the rocket gonna take off? I really wanted to go on this. Is it gonna go? Oh, it's loading up. How come I, can't click it? There we go. Yes! We have liftoff, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna have to go third person for this. This is the first person's hard to see. Maybe zoom out a little bit more. Oh yeah, this is amazing. Boom! Watch this. Look at the park from there. This is so cool. Although, like, complete silence. Absolute silence. Hey, what's over there? There's like a... See that? There's like a park back there. What is that? I might have a little Easter egg to check out. Even... Is that outside of the sandbox? What's going on with that? Look at the whole park from here, though. Pretty cool. Other than, like, a few hitches here and there with, like, the camera. Runs really nicely. Look at all the stuff they built. And that's, like, it's pretty impressive because it's not all the stuff they built, but all of the animations happening at one time. There's so many animations in this game. I don't even know how all these scripts are running at the same time. All these animations are running at the same time. And, I mean, you gotta give it up to the Unreal Engine. Unreal Engine handles everything. What is back there? I want to see what's back here. Oh, you can't. Aw. There's like a little city. Wanted to go look at it. Okay, did I miss anything? I feel like I missed this orange coaster. What is this? Did I? What is this? How come I don't see a boarding station for it? Oh, it's this. Did I come up here? Oh, this was the first coaster we went on. The wide coaster, that's right. Okay, so I think we hit them all. This is a pre-made coaster. Must be, because I saw this in the last video that we made. Yeah, and it utilizes these drop mechanisms. So we can give it a go. Let's try it out. Launching into a rock. Didn't I say that for the very last video that we did on this? How did both creators make the exact same mistake at the exact same spot? This is wild. This is so crazy. So what's neat about that elevator piece is now you get to pass through it again, but at one less elevator, or one less level. And then you go down again, or up. Oh, that is wild. Huh. I gotta go mess around with these modules myself. They've added a lot of little doodads since I last played the game, and fixed a lot of bugs. So one of the biggest complaints I had about playing this game on release was that, like, the guests wouldn't go on the coasters. Like, there was like no point in building anything because nobody went on anything. Now you can actually get like a bustling theme park. So playing it as a theme park management simulator, I think it's going to be actually pretty fun now in the state that it's in currently. But if you want to make these like super immersive parks, I still think it doesn't really quite do the job for me yet. But I think I just have to wait and see. Is it just because people aren't really going the extra mile and they're just kind of plopping things? right? People really take their time at Planet Coaster. I mean, look at Project Planka. We've been working on it for like 10 months. So I don't think somebody built this in 10 months. I think they actually just played the scenario and probably had a good time playing this over the weekend. And this is like a weekend's worth of playing. And it's more playing than it is theme park building, if that makes sense, right? You're just playing the game, putting stuff down, trying to get some decent theming plopped down in between your shops and rides, and then moving on. Kind of like how you did in RCT, I guess. But some people went pretty crazy with RCT and made some semi-realistic parks in terms of at least like layout and functionality. This was pretty good. I'm quite impressed. I'm looking at my recording, and before editing it says 45 minutes, and I had a pretty solid time during this 45-minute adventure. There were some interesting coasters. I like the angle of, like, this one uses splitters, this one uses ramps, this one uses whatever those other things are. That's also a cannon coaster. Yeah, this thing here, the vacuums. This one uses the springs, and they just kind of like leaned into that, and I thought it was pretty fun. I think this one was like the most innovative for me because the coasters do a high five without actually crashing. If that was RCT2 and they just touched like that, it would have been like kaboom, 13 guests in your park have died, the ride is being abandoned. But no, this one they could do like a little high five. I like that. It's quite a cool design there, nicely timed out as well. Boop. That's awesome. Yeah. I'm not mad at it. Fun adventure. I think there's like a little bit of lacking in cohesion that I would have loved to see. Like, I think my favorite area of the whole park is this, because not only did they recolor the biome, they used different paint, they used all the like even just like the ride here, it's recolored in a way that it looks Western, and they used all these like Western assets, the Western rides, the Western environmental, the Western foliage, that sort of thing. Maybe the coaster could have been a wooden coaster, because maybe they made this before the wooden coaster update, but yeah, they have wooden coasters in the game now. You can build woodies, so that would have been great to have over here, right? That would have really sealed the deal for me. But then these other areas, like there was this one area that had like a little bit of candy, but I wonder, is there anything that we can do for like, can you do anything crazy like paint the grass pink? Oh, you get this. Yeah, that's kind of fun. I think that's kind of like candy-ish, right? Just trying to think like how could have each of these areas felt a little bit more distinct, and then maybe you could do like one area that's like cracked clay or snow. But there is a lack of like cohesion. It's like, what's this area about? I don't know. Park Beyond stuff? I think there's enough themes in this game, though, to make each one of these islands, like, distinct from one another. And then, like I said, with the painting, you could definitely make the vibe feel different. And then there's also the trees. I know there's pink trees. There's also, I think you can recolor the trees even. So, yeah. I kind of want to take a stab at this map now. After seeing this, it's like, I want to make each island a themed area of a park with all the rides, recolor the rides. Like, that's a big thing, like, you know, choosing what colors go with them and how that blends into your area, having a nice cohesive color palette. I do see a lot of value and fun in Park Beyond in its current state that it finally got to. It finally achieved it. It should be releasing right now. Had they released it like early in 2024, when there's like not a lot of games going on right now, there's not much out there, probably would have had much more of an impact, especially if it had like very positive reviews, right? I actually am curious to know. Let's go take a look at Steam real quick. Store page. The recent reviews are mixed even, but it's a 68% positive. It's almost at a point where it's gonna say positive. I think you need 70% for it to be positive. I'm not entirely sure. So it's just 2% under. But yeah, I think that was a fun experience overall. Good job to the creator of this, BaCardeus. What did you guys think? Did you have fun with this here today? If I could continue to find theme parks that are just as good as this or better, are you interested in tuning back in for another park spotlight in Park Beyond? And would you like to see me play the game, do a campaign run, go through the scenario again? Because back when we did it, it was a buggy, broken mess, and it was me raging for what is a 20-something episodes. So what would the experience be like now that the game is playable? I'd be curious to find out myself. So let me know down in the comments below. I always listen to your feedback. I listen to your comments. I give everything a read. So based off of what you guys say, I'll determine what to do going forward. So obviously I pre-record these, so I'm probably gonna have another one coming out, but I will base things off of the views, the engagement, the comments, and if everyone's just dreading this experience, I'll cut it out. We'll go into something else. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me here today. That was Duel at the Beaches by BaCardeus. Let me know what you guys thought down below, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next one. Bye now.